Welcome to another version of the Mayor's Minute. This week we're going to talk a little bit about budgeting. We're in the time of year where we're actually starting to do budgets, right, Mr. Fetty?
Yes, it's it's something that we have to do every year. Kind of new at this process right here, but the one thing with the city and as far as getting things done, you have to get things into the state with Gateway on certain time. With this COVID going on and stuff, we got kind of set back a little bit on some of our time frames, but we were able to get started now. We've been in the process for about 2 weeks, Mayor, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, the process, what we actually instituted about 4 years ago when I came on was we wanted to get more involvement from the department heads. So we actually give them an opportunity to tell us what they'd like to see in their budget. And then we have a discussion, a very good
discussion. Is that how you put it?
Yeah, it's a very good discussion. Usually you win out, right? But we have a very good discussion, and we decide, what is it we're really looking at for next year. Now, we all know, as Mr. Fetty just alluded to, COVID we're taking a hit as well at the city. When you have the riverboat shut down for 3 months plus, it really takes an effect on our revenue. We don't know what that final number is just yet, but you can rest assured it'll be in the $4 million range. Hopefully it's no more than that, but we just won't know. So what we're doing is we're trying to prepare our budget for next year to be able to reflect that. So we're looking at all of our department heads. We're asking them to, just tell us, what projects we have to do next year, which ones we maybe push off till 2022. So we're just going to keep, working through that process. We're waiting on the revenue projections to come back. Once we have that, and we, Miss Brittany Dollar in your office puts it in the Gateway, right?
Yeah. So like I said, it's Brittany would not be nice to have here because she's the one kind of that leads this right here. She puts all the numbers in and puts them into the budget and basically gives our expenditures so far for the year, and that way we're able to compare them to the previous years. Once again, she separates all the different funds, whether it's the general fund or whether it's MDF or Riverboat. She separates that all out, and then she'll give a copy to each one of the department heads, like the mayor mentioned just a minute ago. And they usually come in and, like I said, the first time we'll just get together briefly and they'll kind of look at the numbers and say, hey, think about it. And when they come back the next time, that's when the mayor, he gets a little bit more strict, a little bit saying, hey, is this a need or is this a want? I think we had, about 6 or 7 department heads, and I think it got to the same spiel about every time with him, which he's good. That's very good.
It's all about, hey, anybody that knows me has been through our budget process. I'm always telling you, don't tell me what you need, or don't tell me what you want, tell me what you need. And but they've done a very good job of that. We hope that the projections come back relatively close. We always strive for a balanced budget. That's the end goal. And if the revenue projections come back a little light, we'll go back and revisit the budget.
And actually having the chance to look at them and stuff. This year, we are definitely ahead of the game. We are way under budget. And I think COVID probably did a little bit of that with us. We kind of cut back on a lot of the spending that we had here in the city, and all the departments were basically kind of went along with that. So we're in good shape this year. Hopefully we can adjust those numbers according to next year and be able to overcome this and just kind of have smooth sailing.
Yeah, and then in what I believe it's October, the council will be doing the approval process for the budget. But obviously we're going to have a budget workshop, I believe in September, early September, and that'll give council an opportunity to ask a lot of questions. And one thing that people may or may not know is that council cannot add to the budget; they can only subtract from. And so that's their role. And but we want to give them an opportunity to chime in on the budget, and that's what we plan on doing.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just want to thank Mr. Fetty. I know this is his first year taking on this clerk treasurer's role. He's only 6 months into it, and he's getting baptized by fire. When you got to start out with COVID, and then you get into the budget process, it's a lot to ask. But his office is taking on a lot right now, and we appreciate that. And what I will do, I want to leave you with is we always want to check on our neighbors, but remember that we're always in this together, and that's what makes us a city on the rise. Thank you.
All right, thanks for inviting me today, Mayor.
You bet.